Thank you. Hello everyone. Thank you for having me today. My name is Pham. I'm from Deakin University of Australia. Today, I present to you about the DSurvey, a blockchain enhanced survey platform for the data economy. The co-author are Alessio Bonti, Akanksha Saini, Thien Pham, Mohamed Abdelrazek, and Lorenzo Pinto. So, um, the overview of today's presentation will be, firstly, I'll talk about the motivation and the objectives of our research, and then I'll give the brief definition of what a D-survey platform is. After that, we'll have a look at the system architecture and the system modeling, and we'll wrap up the presentation with the discussion and conclusion part. So first of all, looking at the motivation of the research, um, we can see at the first table on the left, when comparing to between the five, with when comparing the number, we can see the five largest data-driven company have much higher uh, total market valuation comparing to their brick and mortar counterparts. Um, they have at least around 50% higher than their traditional competitor. And also, when we're looking at the figure on the right, we also can see the data economy of EU in 2017 was more than 335 billion euro. Um, by showing you those two figures, we want to say that we have aware of the opportunities in the data economy. It has been evolving in the recent year. We can say data is the next gold, where the economy can worth more thousands of billions of dollars. On the other hand, data economy also face some challenges in the big picture. The biggest challenges would be the number of data breaches and the number of exports records to those breaches are increasing year by year. Um, in only 5 years' time, from 2014 to 2019, the number of exports records was increased more than 10 times from only 300, um, more than 330 um, millions of records to nearly 4 billions of records in 2019. However, in the smaller picture, in regard to surveys, people have too many uncertainties when they want to do a survey. Um, they will have plenty of questions like where will the answers of the survey go, how are the answers are used, and also who is using their answers, how they're using it, how they have access to their answers, and they even don't know, they even don't have any motivation to answer the question, why do they have to do this survey? And I think we believe because of those reasons, online surveys has been reported to have 11% lower response rates compared to other types of survey. Um, Therefore, our solutions wants to uh, create, first of all, an ecosystem where data becomes a centerpiece of a complex economy. And we also want to offer users with data ownership, data privacy, traceability, secure profiles, and most importantly, the trust. So what is this survey? This survey is promisingly a novel survey framework, which is completely decentralized. By saying decentralized, we mean there's no central data sink exists in the system, and the data is always belong to the creator. who are able to know who is using it, where does it go, and they also um, receive economic benefits in return. Our system is powered by blockchain technology. We use Hyperledger as a Hyperledger fabric as a main um, infrastructure, as a main platform for our infrastructure to take care of the transactions and all of those um, network controlling. We also incorporate Sovereign, which is a protocol to provide identity claims of the system. We want to use Sovereign because we want to um, add more trust and more uh, non-repudiation into the system. DSurvey is expected to be a decentralized digital survey platform where it has its own cryptocurrency called DS coin. So the basic system infrastructure, the basic system architecture can be viewed in the diagram on the right. There are four important components in the architecture. First of all, the DSurvey application, decentralized survey application. It's the web application built on top of the Hyperledger Fabric-based network. It also incorporates Sovereign to verify clients and participants upon their registration into the system. This survey is based on Hyperledger Fabric, which is a permissioned ledger. We use Hyperledger Fabric because of its high performance, higher throughput, while still achieving a high level of trust. The second component of the architecture is the ICO, which stands for initial coin offering. Initial coin offering is a process where um, companies can invest money into DSurvey to join the system in exchange for DS coin. DS coin is necessary for the clients to for their survey creation process, and also if they want to use existing survey results on the system. Clients are companies are companies who wants to join the system to conduct a survey, or they want to use an existing survey on a system. Clients in the system can view a survey results as commodities for trading, or they can view them as resources for their research. And lastly, there are participants. Participants are generally users, are people who wants to do um, um, survey, who wants to take the survey, um, because either they want to give the companies the data they want, or they also want to get economics benefits. Let's have a look at the system modeling. Firstly, how the survey how to create how the survey creation process work. First of all, the DSurvey as a service provider will initiate a ICO and sells the DS coin to the clients. The clients will then use those DS coin to create a survey. They attach the bounty, which is the certain amount of DS coin as a reward for any participant who want to do the survey, and also give the encryption key to the survey. The next, the registered user on the system, which is participants on the system, they will be able to take the survey and get the reward based on the bounty. Um, their answers will be recorded and encrypted. All the answers will be stored privately to the client number one, which is the survey creator. But the question of the survey will be public. Next, when we will have a look at the data trading, where the survey's results are being traded between the clients in the system. So in the last scenario, client number one already has the result R1 of survey number one, and they have made the questions of the survey public on the system. So client number two can view those questions, and after he went through the the questions of the survey number one, he found out that um, this survey will this survey contains the data that he wants to use for his research or for his marketing campaign. Therefore, he will contact client one, who is the owner of the R1, to get access to the results. Uh, Client two needs to make a payment to uh, the, the data owner. The payment will be then shared between the survey creator, the client one, and all of the participants of the survey number one. And then um, the after getting the result of the answer from client one, the the data tracking on the system will be updated. The data tracking will be discussed in the next couple of slides. Also, client number two will join the shared space. The shared space is the virtual space in the system to which a new company, when they buy an answers to a survey, they will enter. This shared space get a certain amount of of coins on every new transaction of the relevant data. This amount of coins is divided among the members in this space, which contains the survey creator, the survey participants, and any clients that have access to the answer of the relevant survey. In this way, every company, after buying the survey result, can slowly get their invested money back. So these are our screenshots of the prototype. The first screenshot is the user performance tracking. In this page, the user will be able to um, uh, look at how much money potentially they will gain when they do the survey. The next screenshots, the second one, is the user activities log. This log will notify the user every time their answer is shared with a new entity in the system. They also can view the available surveys on the system, which can be done to get rewards. The third one, which is the important one, the data, the survey data timeline, which is the data tracking that I mentioned before. This timeline is based on blockchain. The data is um, retrieved from the blockchain system, the Hyperledger Fabric. This timeline will be updated every time the data is shared with new entities, and they also have the timestamps and the transaction ID on that. This timeline is because it's supported by blockchain, it is immutable and it's reliable. The last screenshot is the survey's performance dashboard. This is the dashboard for the survey creator. to view to analyze how their survey is performing. So next, so as we can see, this survey offers data ownership, data privacy, and motivative incentives, which are lack of in the current online survey. Um, this survey of the data ownership, because in this system, user knows where their data goes, knows who is using it, and also only verified entities and verified uh, clients can view those data. So the data privacy is also guaranteed. We implement the DS coin, the cryptocurrency, with the rewards mechanism in the system to provide motivative incentives, which are expected to rise the response rate comparing to the normal online survey. So to comparing with between this survey to the ordinary online survey, this survey provide more trust, higher response rates comparing to the online survey. And also in the system, if the clients wants to make good money out of their survey, they are encouraged to carry out a survey which is specific enough, but it's also generic enough, but importantly reusable. So all the clients will think that's worth the investment to reuse, to buy and reuse it. Therefore, the data on the system is also promisingly good data, good in variety and quality as well. So to wrap up, the key takeaways from this survey is this survey provides user with data ownership, data privacy, and provide the companies with better survey framework where we have the higher response rate, and um, the combination of those three takeaway points will lead us to a sustainable data economy where we have a blockchain technology as a platform for the data economy to flourish. We expect it to create a robust data economy where a trusted system for data, which is a trust where the companies can trade their data confidently without data breaching concerns. So that's all for today's presentation. Thank you for listening.